Echo that. I was on natural resources and energy for 6 years as well, and many times the topic of reforming Act 250 would come up. And it sounds like, I know from the DEC permit reform bill, that's certainly a step in the right direction, and possibly some of those within Act 250. But often, permit reform is a shill term for really undercutting a lot of our community involvement in our overall community development and where Vermont is going. So I think that's a very delicate balance when you talk about Act 250 and opening up certain aspects of permit reform, because the statistics show that a huge percentage, I believe it's almost 90% or higher, of Act 250 processes take fewer than 60 days. That's not an overly onerous process for us to think about and plan for how our communities are going to be developed. But I think that's a separate issue in some respects from affordable housing, as Act 250 deals with many areas beyond housing and various development in other places. And I'm glad Representative Rahm brought up Vermont Homes, because I saw a presentation by them at an energy conference recently, and it's a perfect fit for Vermont. We need more affordable housing. We need lower energy use in our homes, and frankly, if we can subsidize more Vermont homes and more, it may be Vermont home clusters, so that we also have transportation opportunities, that we can go to places where there's 100 or 200 households close by, so that they can carpool in a public transportation if it's farther outside Chittenden County, et cetera. So we need to be thinking about all these things together as we move forward, because it's affordable home, it's about the energy costs of your home, and actually one of the nice things about Vermont Home as well is they are mortgageable. So right now you buy a mobile home trailer, banks won't mortgage that because they're built to die in 30 years, and there's no value at the end of it, and often the banks don't feel secure in their lending on mobile homes, but they will for Vermont homes. They're built better, and obviously they're net zero from an energy perspective, which is a twofer, because right now obviously we all have tax dollars which we support going towards programs like LIHEAP, which is to help low-income heating assistance in the wintertime, and much of that goes to our mobile home scenarios, which we should be doing. But if we can, over time, replace that housing stock with energy-efficient housing stock, we would then have more resources to put into affordable housing and more options for folks.